Welcome to The Teach, where we're going to go through how to play Chinatown. In Chinatown, we're taking the seat of the mid-60s magnates trying to gain control of the rapidly growing Chinatown district. We win this game by procuring the most amount of money, and that is done by negotiating and building shops that will generate the most income per round. I love Chinatown because it really gets everyone involved in the game. You might draw something really useful for another player but have no value for yourself, and your negotiation skills will actually come into play on if you can sell them at the best price. So join me at the table and we'll learn how to play Chinatown. In a game of Chinatown, we'll play 6 rounds in which we will draw tiles, obtain land, and then negotiate with other players at the table to try and build the shops and revenue cycle that will generate us income. To start each round, we'll be dealt various different building cards, and these cards refer to different cycles and places on the board. These are useful as they will actually enable you to build shops or trade to another player to get the shops and regions you need. You draw the number of shop tiles based on the round you are in and the number of players. So for instance, in a 4-player game, on the first round you will draw 6 tokens and discard 2 of them to leave 4 cards remaining. In the second phase, you will draw a number of shop tiles equal to that same table. For instance, a first phase 4-player game, I will draw 6 tiles. From here, we enter the open negotiation phase, where players are free to interact and use any of their components as they wish. As an example, we can see that I need either tile number 22 or 23. If no other player had those tiles, I would be waiting until such time that someone did. But if someone did have those tiles, I'd be working with them to try and get that region from them as quickly as I can. From here, we can play any number of shops from our board in front of us onto the player board. When placing a tile, you have to own that region and you will put your player token on that shop to signify that you own that shop. You then go to the 5th phase, in which you generate income for all the shops you own. The bigger the shop you own, the more income it will generate. Each cycle is 1 year, and that will end the round in phase 6 with the tile moving up to the second round, and we progress to the next round. So let's have one round of practice. As the third round in a 4-player game, I will draw 5 cards, as will every other player. I will then look and choose all of my cards and discard down to 3. These cards can be displayed visibly for everyone else to see as trading and negotiation becomes important. We then move on to the second phase. I will draw 5 tokens from the bag. We would then enter the negotiation phase, and I, looking at the board, want to either get 37, 36, 31, or any of the numbers around my regions. I don't have any of the cards that are going to help me, but another player might. So I will talk to them and say, well, if we could do a straight swap for the 78 and 36 cards, if they agree, we make the swap and we are finished. You can trade as much as you like throughout this phase until everyone has agreed that trading has finished. We then move into the tile placement. As I have the 36 token, I'm going to place my tea house and put my coloured token on there. It is important to note that this is actually 2 separate shops, one away from the tea house that is in play. This is a great way of really pissing off one of the other players in the game. We then move to generating income. I have 4 shops of the dim sums. It is not complete yet as it requires 5, so I'll generate 60,000 income, taking that 60,000 from the player cards and generating that into income. I also have 2 separate restaurants as well as a separate tea house, generating 10,000 each, so I'll get an extra 30,000 from the income. We would then move the token up to the next round and start this process again. Thanks for joining us at the table while we taught how to play Chinatown. We have a whole bunch of other videos like the board game bar where we pair drinks with the games at our table. We also play games live on Twitch. Our social media channels are below, and we also have other videos and live streams on our VOD. Thanks for joining us in this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!